Daddy, chill.
Ready when you are, bud.
Cheers.
Right. Cheers, man. Well, shit, here we are. Let's run this through. We're episode 6.
Episode 6, man. Making a real run of it. Got, I think, 12 subscribers now.
Yeah.
You're looking great. So first things first, what's your craziest take on this weekend? Because it was a decent weekend of football. Not the greatest, but
Yeah, the craziest take. I mean, yeah, this was kind of a boring weekend of football,
Yeah.
but it was still football. The craziest take is we have a new Super Bowl champion.
yeah,
Miami
Yeah.
Dolphins.
It's crazy. Oh, you're going Dolphins,
Bro.
I'm going Eagles.
Eagles, oh, they look so good, but they haven't really played anybody yet, I don't think.
True, that is very true.
Mhm.
I just feel like Devontae Smith
Oh, he's the real deal, huh?
and him paired with AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the team. I'm like, I wish they would have just kept Ertz.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be a
monster-ass team, dude. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Jalen Hurts, he
Yep.
puts 2 defenders on his back and just keeps on running.
Bro!
Proves he could probably squat like 900 pounds
Yeah,
now.
he carries that
he
fucking
did,
pile.
He did 600 in college. He definitely he bumped it up since then.
Yeah, he's Saquon for sure.
Yeah.
He's got Saquon status. Yeah, all right. So let's run through the games real quick and fucking
Yep.
give our highlights and lowlights.
Of course. Steelers at Browns. This was...
Yeah, so what I want to say about this game, it was an interlude to what the weekend was. The game was a fucking snoozer.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't really much about it.
Absolutely,
You had a
dude.
couple good plays here and there, but it was like watching 2 backup quarterbacks go at
It was definitely a game not full of highlights.
Right.
If you watch highlights, you're like, oh, this game was interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the way that the touchdowns happened, like one of them, what was it, the fumble for touchdown,
Mhm.
when they were trying to do the fucking backyard shit. It's one of you're like, oh man, this must have been a crazy game.
Yeah. Nope.
No, you watch that, you're like, that was boring.
Right.
You know.
So, speaking of boring games, the Browns win 29-17.
Yeah, Browns 29.
You got any
17.
Steelers on the move or any Browns? You got Hunt, right?
I got Hunt. I'm dropping him after this week,
Mm.
which I know is going to be a mistake because
It's
next
gonna
week.
be a mistake.
Wait, next week he's
going
to get like 26, right?
Yeah.
Next week
he's gonna end
get
up on
like
my
26.
roster.
I'm picking up Cordero Patterson though.
You know what? That's a good move. He's been
So-
on the I think he's gonna be highly touted. 'Cause
I'm just tired of seeing Chubb get
Yeah.
all the touches,
yeah.
and then Hunt just sitting there like, yeah. I mean, I'm
Didn't he
getting
go
paid.
off like week 1 though?
He went way the fuck off on week 1, bro.
Yeah.
And then he didn't go off since. I want to keep him for one more week, but dude, I'm 0-3 right now.
Yeah,
I gotta
you need to
I gotta
shake up.
do something, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta
'cause
do something.
Not only are you 0-3, but your team is not scoring very well. I'm willing to bet that you're in the bottom 2.
I'm number 10,
scores.
dog.
Yeah.
I'm number 10.
Ugh.
But yeah, no. If I had one win in the season, I probably wouldn't be so crazy with it.
Yeah, because I feel pretty comfortable with 1 win.
Right?
Yeah.
And the worst thing is that I look at all my scores, and with the exception of week 1, the last 2 weeks, 2 and 3, there was no combination of players I could have put in to win.
Yeah.
Like it was a lose. I could have had every
So
single.
you need
higher,
to shake up from top to bottom.
So I need to shake up some of my players. Something's got to happen.
Well, let's talk about 2 teams that we will not be drafting from. The Texans and the Bears, they played a game. And that's about it, right?
Oh, I mean,
The Bears are
won.
2-1, and they've thrown, 17 passes?
I hate
the
to say
whole
it like
season?
that because the Bears now have a better record than us,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard for me to think about.
Right.
The Raiders are the only 0-3 team in the league.
Yeah. Not even the
Wild.
Jags.
Wild. Granted, I will give us this. They're like hard losses.
Yeah, they were
Right?
they were heartbreakers.
They were heartbreakers, and they weren't like blowouts. You know?
Oh, yeah. So talking about that, I want to move real quick. We'll pivot to the Jaguars Chargers game,
Right.
Because I remember
Yeah,
you had
38-10.
38-10 Jacksonville. You had said that losing to the Chargers, you're like, I want the Chiefs to beat the Chargers, is what you said, or you were saying, okay, you want the Chargers to beat the Chiefs. That way you can know that your team is doing well. But now the Chargers, who beat you, just got the shit kicked out of them to the Jaguars. So through transitive properties, how does that feel for the Raiders going forward?
It feels like the Chargers are a shittier team than I thought. and now we're even a shittier team.
Right.
Than I thought.
Just because
right?
you slept with that dirty hooker in the first week of the season.
Just that being said, they didn't have Keenan Allen, so I mean, there could have been a lot of things that I you know.
Yeah, but the Jags you're just supposed to tee off on. That's no
weekend. Keenan Allen. Herbert is Herb Hurt.
Yeah, he is. That's Justin Herb Hurt.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that team. I do think they're just making a lot of not even mistakes on the field, but like the uppers, just letting Herbert play.
Exactly. From week 2, like, dude, come on. Like, if you're going to make a playoff push, you got to save your guys. Exactly. We're talking about a guy who, it seems like the Chargers are trying to eat their dessert before they eat their meal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where I know
the next fucking game we don't really care about, Lions 24, Vikings 28. Lions are the Lions are scoring points.
Dude, they're honestly they're pretty impressive this year.
Yeah.
Like they're losing. They have their one win, which is cool. Mm-hmm. They're losing, but they're just like us. They're not easy wins.
Right. They're not laying down for anybody.
Yeah, they're not, hey, we beat them 38-10.
Uh-huh.
Right? They are
they're in there.
They are putting points up.
Yeah. So this might be a quarterback thing. I mean, Goff, who knows? It could be their defense.
Think so?
I'm not fucking watching their games. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying, when it's a one-score game, it always comes down to the quarterback.
I'll watch a Lions game when they play the Bengals or my team.
Right. Exactly, right? Yeah. You're right about that. Yeah, or unless you had, like, Swift.
Or like a prime time, and then I might be halfway.
Oh, yeah. Or, like, Thanksgiving, I'm watching a Lions game because they always play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 100%. Next one, Falcons, Seahawks. Falcons win at 27.
Fucking snoozer. But so snoozer. You got your eye on Cordero.
Yeah, he did decent. The thing was about this, I was on the road during this game, so I couldn't even watch it. I've heard a lot of good things about Cordero in the last 3 weeks, though.
Oh yeah, he's been putting up fantasy numbers.
I'm looking at Cordero Patterson in stats right now.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you want. You want to win your fucking fantasy.
Yeah, dude. That's it. Next one, another snoozer.
Oh.
Fucking Broncos versus the Niners.
Dude, on Sunday Night Football, about a game.
What?
It's like the NFL forced me to watch a sex tape of my fucking parents.
I'm telling you, I went like 5 yard, half. Wow, I can't fucking speak today, huh?
We'll get it out. Get those gears moving.
I watched the first half of that game, right? And when I saw Garoppolo, who is my current quarterback on fantasy. Because he was able to score 20 points in 3 quarters last week.
Yeah.
So I was like, so he's going to score like 25 probably.
Right. It looked like an easy Niners win.
That's what I'm saying. And then when he stepped out of bounds in his own end zone.
The Orlovsky.
When he pulled an Orlovsky, that's when I turned my TV off.
Oh, yeah, that was so bad.
I turned it off and I was like, I guess I'll watch some Cobra Kai on Netflix. That's what happened that night, dude.
That's so ugly.
I did that. I think I DoorDashed some McDonald's because I was ashamed of myself.
Yeah, and what better way to fucking just eat through your shame, huh? Now, here's the surpriser, man. Chiefs 17, Colts 20.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are the Colts? I think I'm going to say this every fucking week.
I think that's an every week thing, dude, because, like, the Colts do this thing, though, where it's the games that don't matter, they play super well in.
Yeah.
Right? Last year, they had like a good 6-7 game stretch where they looked really good. They looked really good. And then the last 3 games came up and they're like...
And they shit the bed.
You guys, we have to win all 3 of them. And then they won like one of them, lost one. They're like, all right, well...
But there was still an outside chance.
They're like, if we win this has to happen. And that's a good chance of that happening. Mm-hmm. And they lost. And I was like, cool. So Colts are just fucking wish-washy, dude. Yeah. And honestly, I preferred them with Carson Wentz. I think that was a mistake dropping Carson Wentz on their part.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's cool, but he just doesn't look like he fits the system.
Yeah, so is Matt Ryan a step down from Phillip Rivers?
From Carson Wentz?
No. From Phillip Rivers, because they had Rivers
from 2 seasons ago?
Yeah. Because Phillip Rivers got them into the playoffs, right?
I think Matt Ryan is a step down from Phillip Rivers.
As of in this point in their career, going to their second team, their Twilight tour.
Yeah, I mean, like, Phillip Rivers, his biggest predicament was that, like, his defense would let up so many points that he would almost have to win through shootouts every week.
Yeah, and he's not a shootout quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he has so many picks every year, right?
Yeah, and because his were always end of the half, end of the game picks, right? And then so we put Matt Ryan in that boat. You figured Matt Ryan was good enough to take the Falcons to the Super Bowl 5 years ago, MVP candidate.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I also want to caveat on that though. Was it Matt Ryan that really got them there though, or was it Julio Jones catching Matt Ryan's balls?
Julio Jones was catching Matt Ryan's balls, and plus Kyle Shanahan was their coach, their offensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I think if he didn't have either of those guys, either Kyle Shanahan, an offensive coordinator,
yeah,
or Julio Jones just being able to catch whatever ball,
whatever he puts up,
even if it's 10 yards away from him, I don't think they get there.
Yeah,
yeah.
Julio Jones played
because
off in that
let's be honest. 5 years ago, Julio Jones was like basically undisputed best wide receiver in the league.
Oh yeah,
You know?
We're talking. He had it all.
Yeah,
I mean, and he was number one pick in fantasy, and still what did he manage the year before that? He got the yardage, but didn't score a touchdown until what, week fucking 15 or something like that.
Yeah, but he still had like 15 points a game.
Yeah,
yeah.
The dude was a monster.
Dude was on fire.
So another game that nobody. Well, okay, so the Ravens, they're looking good, but the thing that all right, so Ravens 37, Pats 26.
Pats suck.
Pats suck, right?
Pats fucking suck.
They're scoring 26 points. That's more telling on the Ravens defense, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And Ravens defense is never known to be good.
That whole game was a one-score game until the end. I was keeping up with the ticker, and it was like, oh, the Pats.
When did Mac Jones go out in that game?
I think it was somewhere in the second half. I don't know exactly when, but yeah,
sounds about right. I just know I saw Mac Jones. These are highlights, of course. I don't watch the game because I don't watch the fucking Patriots, bro.
Right.
Which is crazy because I like Brady now. Yeah. Once Brady got off of the Patriots, I was like, oh, this is a good guy, you know? But, like, it's just like Mac Jones. I don't like Mac Jones. I don't know if it's because of the Patriots or not, though. Yeah. But he got high ankle sprain.
And then
right? And then he fucking hopped off the field. Right? Didn't limp off. Hopped off the field. Like, I thought his shit was broke. I thought he had, like, 6 different breaks in his shin or something. Right? And he's yelling, hopping, and then you see this picture of him being carried by like 3 fucking people, and he's like crying. And I was like, oh, dude, this guy's he's out for a year. Like this is
a season ender.
And then I learned it's a high ankle sprain. I was like, oh, really, bro? I was tape that shit up.
And I hear he's gonna just take it day by day.
Yeah, he's taking it day by day, man. I mean, they asked him probably about 7 questions in the press conference. So all of which were different topic questions, and he's like, "Yeah, man, we'll just take it day by day."
Quick recap. I'll ask you. You be Mac Jones, and I'll fire off some questions at you. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey. So your truck's running low on empty. It feels like maybe you're not gonna get home from work. Are you gonna stop at the gas station on the way home?
Oh, man, I'm just gonna drive it, and then we'll take it day by day, see if it runs out of gas. Okay, just day by day.
At work, I've been noticing that your toolbox gets locked up. Now, is that something that you do to prevent people stealing your tools?
As I said before, I'm going to just take it day by day. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's how it's going to go.
That was 100% his press conference.
Yeah, no, literally like the questions were, the first couple I was like, I understand that he's saying, because they're like.
But then they started asking direct questions.
Yeah, exactly. The questions were.
Are you hurt?
First, initially, they were like, "How long do you think you're going to be out?" Oh, we're going to take it day by day. Perfect answer. Yeah. Great answer. Right. The next question: do you think this is going to be a season ending? Again, day by day. Good answer.
That's okay.
How do you feel about this being hurt? Are you?
Yeah, because they asked him that you said you never were really injured in your career. So how does it feel now to having to come out of a game?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he says,
well, we're just going to take it day by day and see what happens, as I said before.
Oh, my God.
And then it killed me. It killed me at the very end, the very last question, because then all the interviewers were done. They were done with this fool. And they asked, so you saying day by day, is there any meaning to that? Is there something deeper? And he's like, as I said, we're just going to take it day by day. And I was like, bro, what? I was like, I'm watching this shit, and I'm like, bro, why are you like this?
Yeah, this is
this is
pre-programmed answer.
This is Bill Belichick Patriots energy at its finest.
That's what it exactly was, right?
At its
But it would have been more of a soundbite to say we're on to Cincinnati or something, you know, like we're just gonna fucking worry about next week.
That's what I'm
just gonna do what it takes to help the team.
Yeah.
You know, like
and initially I was like, oh, this has to be like clipped up.
yeah,
Like someone has to.
It was a fucking one.
I watched, and then I went to their channel,
Mm-hmm.
right, and I watched the video streamed like
Yeah.
2 hours before. It's that. I was like, no way this guy is in the NFL getting millions of dollars.
Oh yeah.
And his responses day by day, 4 times in a row.
So that concerns me about the Ravens defense if they're going to be a playoff team. Moving on to a team that looks like is your new Super Bowl champ.
Hold on, I got one more spiel about
go ahead.
Mac Jones. Mac Jones, you got a high ankle sprain. You'll never hear this, so suck a dick.
Yeah.
You got a high ankle sprain, so you had to get carried off by your teammates. Said only day by day, right? I think 26 is probably like your highest game so far.
Yeah.
And somehow you were a Pro Bowler last year.
Oof.
So that says one of two things. Either we just don't care about the Pro Bowl anymore, which is very true.
Very true.
Or you like paid someone,
Yeah.
right? Like you probably don't have any money left from your contract because you paid to get into the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, it had to be something like that.
Like-
I think he went in as an alternate, but now I think it's a storm of relativity getting into the Pro Bowl. He's taking over for Tom Brady, and then they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
That's
all
the
it was.
reason?
Yeah,
I
that
think-
was it. And
I
they
think-
didn't make the playoffs because of him.
You know what I think is real dumb about the Pro Bowl is that you weren't like selected.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Derrick Henry, you're our Pro Bowler guy.
Right. Yeah.
And then you could be like, I'm not going to go to the game. Mm-hmm. But it's like, hey, do you want to be a Pro Bowler?
Yeah.
Because I
There's
know
a free ticket to Hawaii.
Exactly.
Do you want to go?
Exactly. And I know for a fact they had to pass up like 6 quarterbacks in the AFC before they got to him.
Oh, 100%.
Him?
Yeah. His stats. That's
Just
not Pro Bowl stats.
His ability?
Well,
Fuck the stats. His
Well-
ability? You're going to go past Herbert. You're going to go past
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes.
exactly.
You're going to go past Josh Allen.
yeah.
So Lamar Jackson. That's 4 people right there. That's your whole depth chart.
To your point, I think that's why the NFL. I don't know if you read. They've switched up.
the flag
They're
football?
doing away with the Pro Bowl. Yeah, it's just going to be a skills competition.
Yeah, I think that's dumb as
so.
hell.
Probably let's call that the tipping point. When we got a Mickey Mouse fucking Pro Bowler.
You know what?
we gotta change shit up.
You know what the tipping point was when he did when
he ran.
Mac
Yes.
Jones did like what, a 64-yard
Yep,
rush.
That's right.
Because he just ran past people that were like, I'm not going to tackle you.
Exactly.
And then he did the shittiest gritty I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's.
Which he did again this weekend.
Did he? Oh my goodness.
The gritty's a tragic thing, man, because it's a really cool celebration until a white person does it.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was literally gonna say that. Like white people can't dance as it is, and then that dance is all about fluid motion.
Exactly. It's
Not
got to
robotic.
look good.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next one. Just Mac Jones, man.
So the Eagles take care of the Commanders.
Easy, bro.
In division game. Yeah, that's it. Eagles
Did
looking
it.
strong.
They made a cake right there.
Yeah.
That was an easy bake oven, dog. That's what it was.
Yeah, they did what
They're
they wanted.
cooking. They was
And the
cooking.
Commanders didn't score until the very end of the game.
Yeah,
so
I know.
that was just a let up. Yeah,
I think
what more can
I
we
really
say?
wish the
Eagles are
Commanders were
cooking.
better. I like the Commanders, dude.
You know what? I don't hate them.
They're like,
Actually,
I don't think they're good, but I want them to win every game.
Okay, I'm on the opposite. I'm a 0 but a minus. You're a 0 but a plus for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have the minus because they beat us in the playoffs in 2005 while only having 75 yards of offense.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. Yeah.
75 yards of offense and we lose the fucking game.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Commanders, they're one of those teams where I think the only teams I would root for against them would probably be my team and like the Bengals.
Right.
And that's only because I like Joe Burrow a lot.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
if Joe Burrow was hurt and they put in the backup, I wouldn't care about the
it
Bengals.
didn't matter. I wouldn't watch it.
I'd be like, I hope the Commanders win now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. So moving on to
Saints Panthers.
This is in my division.
Get your
These two
shit
teams are
off
train
your
wrecks.
chest, dog. Get your shit
All
off
right.
your chest.
These two teams are train wrecks. which is fucking great to see because fuck the Saints.
I mean,
like I said,
Jameis Winston doing Jameis Winston things.
that's what he does. You know, that Saints are seeing it. They're gonna call for his head this year. I'm gonna call this right now. They're gonna. I'm not sure about the media, but the New Orleans media is gonna be saying we need to look elsewhere for our QB.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll be mixing in some Taysom Hill calls here pretty soon. Where
You think so?
Oh yeah, they're gonna want him to
Like more than just running. I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Like actually,
they're gonna have
throwing.
him throw the ball. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely
Because I mean, cool
I think-
on you for playing with a broken back. But
Mistakes.
You play.
Same thing
like
with Herbert,
You need
right?
LASIK,
Like-
and you got LASIK.
like no, it's the same thing with Herbert though. Like I think this one you can definitely make the argument that he's hurt and he probably hurts every single fucking second. And
Then
that's
don't
why-
play. Do better for your team.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think people that play through injuries and then the first chance, I'll give you the chance, right? Play through your injury for one game. If you do good,
Right.
then you're good. Stay playing. Don't get hurt more. But Herbert and Jameis both played through their injury. They obviously did
They're costing
way
your team
worse.
now. Yeah,
So stop playing.
100%.
But I think also I wanna introduce something. I think because Jameis Winston looks like Jameis Winston again,
Definitely.
right? So I want to say that those first 5 games last year before he got hurt. He wasn't Jameis Winston. I think he was Jameis Payton,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
right? Because there's Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what you're getting
so
at. Yep. That's exactly. what I
Jameis
think.
Payton. We could also say Sean Winston.
Yeah.
I think that one rolls off the tongue
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Yeah. He was playing him like Madden.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, look for this. It's gonna be there."
Exactly.
And that's why he was
exactly.
taking the dump offs.
Yep.
He's not taking them again.
Nope.
Because he don't got that strong coach. Being
Exactly.
like, hey, you need to fucking take these fucking
Yeah.
dump offs. Yep. You're exactly right. Now, the biggest surprise of the weekend, we've already touched on it, Jaguars, Chargers. Now, are the Jags for real?
I think they're better than we think.
Yeah.
I don't think they're this 38-10.
That was a fucking shellacking.
Absolutely,
Flying
but
with the
I think
West Coast?
I think it's fucking smoke and mirrors right now, man. Because the Chargers were not at strength.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
I give
and
the
they got
Char-
punched in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, they did. They got punched in the mouth and they're wearing crutches right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. They beat up on the handicap kids, what they did.
like, because the Chargers are missing Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Right. So really, all they got is defense, which sucks because it was like 38 points. So I was like, what
Yeah.
happened to that defense?
Now, does anybody have Trevor Lawrence in our league? Did he get drafted? Because he had to put up some numbers.
38. I mean, yeah, he had to. Maybe I'll pick him up right now. We'll
Right.
see. I don't have
We'll
a
go ahead
fucking
and check that out. But
decent quarterback. Now, as I'm saying this though, but yeah, the Jaguars they aren't this good. The Chargers just are this bad.
is
right
this
now.
their flash? They're oh my god, they're frisky. Oh my god,
the Jaguars?
Yeah, is that,
yeah.
Is this their flash?
This is
their high
is
point?
this is the look of they're better than we think.
Yeah,
They're not. I don't say they're
not
good.
the same old Jags.
They're not. Yeah, exactly. But they're if the Chargers had Keenan Allen back, right,
Yeah.
and Herbert wasn't Herbert,
Yeah,
I think it'd probably the score for the Jags probably have one score less, maybe two, because the Chargers could actually hold the ball.
yeah, move the ball.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it might be. I would say it would change the score to probably So let's see, 7.
Well, we'll give the
20,
Chargers
let's go
another
20.
score.
Let's go 28-20.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what I
10
think.
points either way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. And then Bengals did what they had to do against the Jets. Burrow turned it around, threw 4 touchdown passes. I really like that because I started a Joe Burrow and I won this week. So I'm sucking.
Yeah, that's it right there, dude.
Joe Burrow's dick right now.
Absolutely. Trevor Lawrence is taken.
Oof.
He is taken. I don't know
Who has it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no,
I'm
that's
looking
wrong.
right now
Okay.
because it says the it's got like
It
a
says
4-letter thing and it's
make a
not.
trade or whatever.
They didn't try to make it like obvious that it was their team.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I'm hating on it, knowing that mine says Nick,
Yeah.
not sneakerheads.
Right. Right.
Oh, here we go. T. Lawrence, 33.8 points.
That's a show out game.
right.
There.
3 touchdowns.
Coming out party.
3 touchdowns, a 2-point passing conversions. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
That was insult to
They're
injury.
they're just like, fuck you.
They did that 2-point
We don't want you to get close.
and 262 yards, which isn't
That's not great.
that's not great
No.
in yards, but it's not
So
something
the
you.
defense must have did some work.
They must have had some good
Or
running
either
game.
ETN must be going off.
He's a running back, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He played with Lawrence in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So,
This brings me up my next thought. Should catch after run be part of a QB's stats?
You know what? I think so, because the QB leads you into space.
Right. Okay.
That's the only reason.
This is the weird thing about me for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that, and it would be super hard to implement because it'd be like a judgment call in like baseball.
100%. Yep.
I think if he throws it to you and you only have to brush off one tackle, one tackle or run past like another person, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it should be added to his. But when he throws like a screen to like his running back for 1 yard, and then his running back somehow figures out to make it a 64-yard
Like
touchdown.
a Dalvin Cook type run.
Yeah, exactly. I think he should still get the passing touchdown on his stat, but I don't think he should get the yards,
I feel you.
right? Because that doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Because the running back probably shed off 2-3 tackles, weaved in and out of blockers and shit
He
to get this
basically
done.
took a pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my issue with it, but
Yeah.
I know it's not going to change.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way you could change it. You cannot.
I know it's not going to change.
Yeah, because the yards actually go to both players.
Yeah, exactly.
In fantasy. So if they only went to one player, then we'd have an issue.
Yeah. And there's no way you can only give like a wide receiver half the yards,
Right.
and give the QB
That makes
half the
sense.
yards.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
make any sense.
And then if you did that, then you would have to work on interceptions. Whose fault interceptions?
Yeah, because when they have the drop, the bounce, the deflected.
Yeah, there's clear.
I do think
interceptions that are
I do think
receivers'
that
fault.
one. I will argue that one. I will stand on a hill and die on that hill for that one though.
Now-
that if you throw it at a receiver and it hits both of his hands, not just one.
Oh, yeah.
If it hits both
Like
of his
over the
hands,
middle, yeah.
both of his hands, it hits him, bounces off him, or he drops it, whatever, and it turns into an interception. That should be on the receiver.
Oh yeah.
That should be a stat on the receiver.
It
That
should.
is a very easy judgment call.
Now another fantasy talking about interceptions. Should pick sixes be worth more negative points against
Then just 2?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No. Because what if he throws like the most riskiest throws across your body to an open field across the field?
Yeah.
You throw that, the receiver has all day, or the DB
I see what you're saying.
day.
It's still very bad decision by the quarterback to throw it there, but the whole team decided to let him into the end zone. You see what I'm saying? You know,
But I'm talking about like a screen gets intercepted.
like a screen gets intercepted.
Like
That's
fuck
still
you throw that, dog.
that
should
is
be
pretty
like,
bad.
It should be like a -4. You know, like not like a minus a touchdown.
Just
but
in
like
fantasy? Yeah.
Yeah, in fantasy it should be
because
like
obviously in the stats they have the stats. They threw a pick 6.
Yeah.
So that should be a stat on fantasy.
on fantasy.
That'd
where
fuck
it's like,
me up, dude.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially
you
with
up.
fuck up Jameis Winston, because he does that a lot, trying to play hero ball. All right, moving forward
Next
here.
game,
This one was unless
Bengals Jets.
No,
Or
we
you
just
talking
covered
about-
that. Yeah. This one, unless you're living in LA, or you know what? Not unless you're living in LA, because most people in LA don't. Unless you're a fucking Rams fan or a Cardinals fan, this was this
You didn't watch this game.
my whole fucking
Yeah.
childhood growing up. This was a game that was just always you'd see. Oh, they scored here, or they scored like
Yeah,
never.
that's
never,
another one of the Sunday games.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
one of
another
those-
Sunday game.
those
Yeah.
throwaway Sunday games.
Exactly,
and we're gonna
yeah.
keep that
Another
there.
Sunday game, dude.
Rams did what they were supposed to do, I guess.
Beat the Cardinals,
Yeah.
you know. Rams
Kupp, yeah,
continue to beat Kingsfield. Normal.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. So, hooray for the Rams fan. You're back on track by beating 2 subpar teams.
Yeah. Who did they beat last week?
Fuck, who did they beat last week? I can't even remember. We don't even have it. We had it saved.
You know, this is what we're going to start doing now. We're just going to have to.
We're
gonna change that instead of
schedule.
Last week, next week, we'll change it. This is going to stay in the podcast. Fuck it. That way
Yeah.
you guys know what we're talking about. It'll be week 4, week 5, week 6, week 7.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then it'll just keep getting longer.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll just have to have just a bunch
Yeah,
of
whatever
stats on the
whoever
screen.
they beat last week, I know it wasn't that good, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
There's no way.
they beat a shitty team.
Yeah.
So they did what they're supposed to do. Congrats on them.
Yeah. The Cardinals are one of those things, too. They're just like my team, though. Where you look at them, they're like, this should be a good team.
Right.
They got a decent coach, right? Obviously, that's kept his job for years. Great quarterback. Kyler Murray, I would say a top 10 quarterback easily, right?
Could be. Yeah.
Right? They got D-Hop, which isn't in right
He's
now.
not in yet, yeah.
So I'll give him
They
that.
become a different team with Diop.
they do become a different team.
Because they have a bunch of small guys right now. They need the one big guy.
Pulled that straight from them.
That's straight from, but it's true.
It is. Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Who do they have? They have Marquise Brown right now, right?
Marquise Brown, Andy Isabella.
I mean, Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray are two very similar players, though. Mm-hmm. You can see what Lamar Jackson was able to do with Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
So you're thinking like the Cardinals have the works to be at least an average team right now.
Yeah. At least, right?
And they're still not.
Yeah.
They're still not.
You're exactly right. I think we can fucking AFC, NFC, Raiders and Cardinals are probably in the same spot, even though the Cardinals have won a game.
Yeah. I mean, and the only one we were beating them 23 something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
In the first half,
yeah.
It wasn't a pretty win for them.
Yeah, you guys swapped halves.
It's because we can't play a half.
You guys
can't play a full game.
Yeah, you guys can't.
We're gonna talk about that later, though.
Okay. Now the game of the week.
Bills Dolphins.
Oh my God, I watched every second of this game. This game was exciting from start to finish.
Was it? Oh, I wish I watched it.
So good. It was the best game. It was the best game of the week for sure. Easily the best game of the week.
Yeah. I was just keeping score up because I didn't have my usual setup.
So we know that the Dolphins have all these offensive weapons.
Yeah,
but to shut down the Bills the way they did.
Yeah, at 19.
Yeah,
not even 3 full scores, dude.
Game, dude. Yeah,
hey, what happened in that? Because I wasn't watching it. Was it just a lot of field goals that were taken? Because they had so many yards, right? So they had to get down the field a lot of times.
Josh Allen threw for 400 yards, but it was all between the 20s. So they were playing. It felt like
red zone defense was killer.
You heard a lot of this cliche: bend but don't break. Right. So they were get down the field, get into field goal range, and then have to
couldn't do anything.
Yeah. So the Dolphins, you're getting your stats, you're getting your yards, but when it came to crunch time, they would make a clutch stop.
I wonder who had the Bills kicker today. Who had the Bills kicker?
Yeah, right.
They got points. I know I got points, dude. The Falcons made a lot of field goals. I got like 12 points off my kicker.
That's a good kicking.
Dude, I told you, dog.
Yeah.
Told you got to grab the team with a good kicker that can't fucking score.
Yeah. And then
that's what the Bills worded it this week apparently.
And then
dude, Dolphins, they took me by surprise, man.
Yeah, because
I'll be honest.
I fully expected the Bills.
I'll be honest. This is what I was going into that game. All bets were on the Bills, 100%. I thought the Dolphins might keep up.
Yeah,
but it was one of those things I wasn't expecting them to keep up.
With some big plays.
Exactly. Right? I wasn't expecting them to keep up. I definitely wasn't expecting it to be in the 19 and 21.
I wanted a shootout.
Exactly. I thought it was gonna be high 20s, low 30s, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins kept up. This was my mindset. But
Yeah.
But it was going to
be like 35-38 is what I was thinking.
Yeah, sure, something like that. Yeah. But I also, if I saw the Bills go like 35-14 on the Dolphins, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's the Dolphins.
Right.
It still makes sense.
Yeah.
But this right here, this score, you tell me 4 days ago, the Dolphins are going to beat the Bills 21-19.
Yeah, and the Dolphins...
and most of those 19 points are going to come from field goals. I'm like, you're smoking crack.
Right. And then the Dolphins score inside of 2 minutes to take the lead. It was insane. It's like, I cannot believe this is happening.
And then the Bills couldn't get their playoff.
Well, that's... All right, so it was that Singletary? Whoever that running back was.
I wasn't watching the play.
Okay, so what happened was...
I just saw the highlight of them not being able to get off at half end in the last...
Yeah, so Josh Allen made a play, got turned around, dumped it off. I'm going to say Singletary. I'm not sure if it was. But the running back got it, and then he saw that he can either go straight out of bounds, stop the clock, or get to the field goal range, and then try to get out of bounds. Once he got to field goal range, the Dolphins guy tackled him and kept him in bounds.
Ooh.
With 8 seconds left.
And then they tried to clock it, and they couldn't get on the
ball.
Yeah, see, that's what I didn't see was the play before. I just saw them not being able to clock it.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings that thought of they probably need to try that drill some more, dude.
You got to, right?
8 seconds.
You got to work on...
8 seconds, you should be able to clock it.
You should. 100%.
I think
they couldn't get on the ball.
If you said 6, I'd be like, that makes sense.
No, it was 8.
But 8 seconds,
9. Yeah,
8 seconds, 9 seconds, marginally 7, right?
Yeah.
Because that running back should know I gotta pop up, sprint to the ref.
Yeah,
sprint to him.
He did. But the thing is, he shouldn't have tried to get those extra 3 yards that he got. He should have just went straight the fuck out of bounds, tried the long field goal. Because if you go straight out of bounds there, you get 8 seconds and you go quick outs again.
True.
You
True,
can go
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
with 8 seconds.
Yeah, 8 seconds, you can do another quick yard, get
and
5
then
more
don't
yards.
Fucking go for the long field goal.
You're right. Well, do you know by any chance the yardage of the field goal they were trying to get?
So it was at the
Or
35.
what yard?
It was at the 35. That's where the red line was at to the field goal range line.
But where they were at when they were trying to clock it, though, do you remember the yardage on that?
It was at the 35. That's where he got tackled.
Okay, so 35, 45, 53. But okay, no, but you
Average.
No. Okay, so the average kicker though will usually be, even though we see on the screen a red line on the 35. Right. That is what they put. That's media. That's media, right?
Average, yeah.
That's media, and that is always going to be that kicker's long. That's going to be their career long.
Oh.
Most kickers will be like, get me to this point, and I can kick it.
Yeah.
So that running back should have known that he didn't need to get that far.
Yeah.
Right, because a lot of kickers are like, I can do it at 60. Right. They just don't usually need to.
Right. Exactly. Right? Yeah. So that was a huge mental error.
That's wild,
and
man.
it made the Dolphins for real.
Wow.
Right. It's looking like they're for real. Now, bookending this weekend was the Cowboys and Giants.
I don't even want to talk about this, dude.
So why? Right?
I don't want to talk about this.
Cool. So,
Cowboys won 23 to 16.
And you know what all this does is gives Cowboy fans fucking false hopes.
Yeah.
100%, we're back in the fucking Super Bowl.
100%.
Fuck you
guys.
Hey,
do you think I should keep Pollard, though? He got 104 yards.
I would.
Just no touchdowns.
Yeah.
Keep him, right?
He's moving
okay,
inside.
Good.
And I'm going to let you know why. Because the Cowboys outsmarted themselves here. They should have slaughtered.
Right.
They were running inside the tackles at will. Pollard was eating. And then all of a sudden, we got a 3rd and 1 in the fourth quarter. This can ice the game. And they go play action.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is what the Cowboys deserve.
This sounds about right. Yeah, play action with Cooper Rush. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking idiots.
Fucking
And then, so, all right, let's get into some heartbreak here.
You know why they were... That doesn't make sense, though.
No, it doesn't make no sense.
Because I was going to say, you know why they were
rattling off 8 yards a carry. That was their average last night. 8 yards a carry.
Dude. That's crazy. All right, let's get into your game.
We'll go heartbreak.
Because fucking the Packers suck, dude.
Well, their defense is legit, but okay. So here's a combination of perfect storm.
I wasn't watching it. I also haven't checked stats for this game yet. Aaron Rodgers only 1 touchdown, right?
Yeah, the other one was rushing.
Fucking garbage.
It was all right. So we'll call this a perfect storm here, okay? So our defense or our offense is inept. We don't have our receivers in, obviously. It was a Leonard Fournette show. He was doing okay.
He get his touchdowns finally? That he promised?
No, he didn't get a touchdown.
Damn, that sucks.
But here's what happened. Our offense is not clicking because we don't have our receivers. It's gonna take
that makes sense.
It's gonna take us a while. Our defense, is very, very good. The Green Bay at half should have had 28 points. We made them fumble on the goal line 2 times.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
That was in the first half. Like, we come up with timely plays, and all of a sudden, like, they kept us in this game.
Mm-hmm.
So our defense, I think, is for real, because we should have been. This should have been a 35-14 game.
Right.
We should have just got our asses beat. But they kept us in this, and then Brady with his magic at the end, he has this we got there, score a touchdown, and then mental mistake puts us back for the 2-point conversion, and we don't get it. So we deserve to lose this game, but we almost push it into overtime, which is very good. I really dig. Like, you have to understand, from years and years and years of being a shitty team, when we show flashes of, oh my God, we had a team right here that was killing us and still had a chance to win the game, it feels good. So this loss, our defense, or our offense rather, has Tom Brady. He's gonna get it together, right? He always does when it comes down to it. This is the ultimate clutch player.
Yep.
But our defense is firing on all cylinders.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So barring penalties, I think we're gonna do.
The weird thing about that though is that, like, I would love to agree with you on the fact that once your receivers come back, that Tom Brady's gonna be passing for 300 yards again. I don't think he will.
No, I don't think it's gonna be.
I don't think he will. I'll be honest.
And I also don't think it's gonna be when they come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Once they come back and he has his like full offense again, I don't think he's gonna be.
He's just not gonna start shooting out. No, that's not. No,
that's what I'm saying.
We gotta establish
That's why I need
run.
another quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. We have to establish that run, which we started to do with Leonard Fournette, and he's eaten.
He even said this year that he enjoys letting the defense do most of the work.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah. And all you got to do is win the game. So, I mean, hey. And we had that chance. So, I think our team is I'm feeling pretty good about this season still. We're 2-1. We're about to be 2-2.
You should be.
We're about to be 2-2.
Chiefs, right?
Yeah, and we got the Hurricanes.
The Chiefs just got pulled. They just got beat by the Colts, bro.
Right.
You got it.
So
you got it, bro.
Obviously, they're gonna come back.
Yeah, licking their wounds like a bitch.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys are gonna beat up on a fucking puppy.
But here's the thing. Now we bring in storylines. We got Hurricane Ian coming through.
In Florida,
Tampa Bay just evacuated today.
Really?
Yeah, so they might relocate the game.
Oh,
right
to the Chiefs,
or
stadium adjacent,
or push the game back. So it's like
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so either.
Because I don't think that's gonna happen because
you
can't because they would have to push it back to the estimated date of when the hurricane's gonna end.
Or it would be,
which is way harder to predict than just saying let's just do it in the Chiefs.
Yeah, exactly. And it would be the only way to push it back would be for our bye week, and our bye week is us coming back from playing the first ever game in Germany. So I'd rather have the rest after Germany.
I think they're just gonna move it.
Yeah, so it'll be played somewhere.
First ever game in Germany. You want to go watch that?
Yeah, let's go. I'm fucking right now. But yeah, so
I do want to say one thing. What is kind of off topic? Still on topic though.
Oh, it's like Brady's dick. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No. No. What would you consider a good QB rating to be?
Well, damn.
Right, it tops out at what, 145, right?
128, I think.
128
is perfect passer rating.
Perfect passer rating. I feel like it's higher than that.
It might be.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
what do you think? I'm a
now.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now that's where ratings could get dodgy, right? So you want 100, right? It has to be 100. It has to be. But then I wonder what Tua's rating was because Josh Allen didn't throw no picks and threw for 400 yards.
It's 158.3.
Oh, okay, 158. All right.
So now
I also don't know what those numbers mean.
Well, that's a perfect game.
Yeah.
You're throwing every zero completions or zero incompletions.
But how does it work to 158 instead of just 100? Oh, because we're in America. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck the metric system.
Yeah, dog. Come on now. But okay, so if 158 is the top of the top of the top, what if you were to look at it and be like, these are elite, these are good, and this is average and below?
Okay.
Right? I'm not gonna say anything low, but like
so elite's 120. We'll call that.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great. That's Aaron Rodgers every week, right? Not throwing no picks. Throwing for a couple hundred yards.
All right, and then what? 100 is above 100 is good, right?
Yeah.
Below 100 is probably average at best.
Yeah, because like a bad quarterback rating is what 88 or something like that. Like,
yeah.
Shitty quarterback.
Yeah, like I said, like in the 70s. Yeah, that's bad. I would like to say that being said, Aaron Rodgers is trash.
Okay.
Because he's an average of 98 this season.
3 games, and he's hovering around 100. So
garbage.
2 more ticks, and then he's at 100.
Back-to-back MVP?
I mean, he doesn't do it in the beginning of the season. He don't care about football.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's
goddamn right about that.
Was it you that said? What did you say about Aaron Rodgers?
No. Okay, I didn't say this. I didn't mention it to you.
Oh,
because I saw it.
Oh, okay.
And it said it was a tweet, and it said, "Imagine if Aaron Rodgers gave a fuck about football."
And that makes so much sense to me.
Because and I like not even to the point of like Tom Brady or Ben or any of these crazy people that study and that's it.
Yeah.
But he is the perfect correlation of talent versus trying hard, him versus Brady.
Yeah.
Right? Because if Aaron Rodgers gave a fuck about football, first of all, he wouldn't just make his team be shitty by taking all the money.
Right. 100%.
Right? He would want to win. And second of all, he would study and not just go off his gut all the time.
Yeah.
And he would probably be MVP like every year of his fucking life.
Right? Because he goes and does ayahuasca and then comes back, has a shitty first week, and then MVP season. Throws 2 picks the whole year. Was that last year? Where he threw 2 picks? Or the year before?
Last year he had 2 picks in the first game and then 1 pick for the rest of the season.
Right. And then couple that with 2 picks the whole last year. So he's thrown 5 picks in 2 years. That's insane. That's insane. Like, imagine that. I cannot do that in in Madden on easy mode.
I can't do the Madden. I can't do that in Madden, bro.
Hell no.
I throw at least one pick in every Madden game I play.
Online? Yeah.
We're going to go to my game here. Raiders Titans 22-24. I predicted this.
Yeah, you did.
I was with my buddy Griffin. Shout out to him. He's in the Army still. Fuck that shit. I predicted this. It was after the very first score of the Titans. Titans were 7-up. We didn't do anything to even slow them down.
Right.
And I looked at him and I was like, hey, this is what's about to happen. The Raiders are going to be down 16 points. I don't know what the scores will be, but we're going to be down 16 points at half. We're going to come back from half. We're going to shut them down, and we're going to come all the way back to 3 points or less.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going to miss the field goal or miss the 2-point conversion or the touchdown or whatever it is.
Whatever it takes to tie it.
I was like, whatever it takes to tie it or win, it's going to be like 3 or 4 points. We're not going to get it done, but we're going to get right to that point. Then you know what happens? We are 14 points down at half. Okay?
So you're right there.
We are 14 points down at half. And then the second half starts. We shut them down. Don't let them have any points for the rest of the half. Come back all the way from 24 to 10. We come back to 24 to 22. All we need is a 2-point conversion to tie it. And we don't get it.
Damn.
And I was like,
both
man,
of us needed a 2-point conversion to tie it, and we didn't get it.
But here's the thing: at this point in this season, is I'm back to my previous Raiders self, right?
Yeah.
Where I looked at this game after that first one, I was like, oh, so we're losing.
Yep.
Instantly, I was like, we're losing. Yep. We're good. And when we lost, I was like, yeah, another week.
Yeah.
You know, the last 2 weeks they were heartbreakers because I thought we might have won.
Yeah.
This week I was like, we're just gonna lose, and it happened. I was like, yeah, that's what I expected.
Yeah.
I'm almost happy it happened.
Yeah. I had a prediction the same, but it wasn't as you. Mine was we were already in the second half, and I was like, well, we're gonna score at the end and then miss our 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
It's like when you know your team, you know
your team.
You know
man.
what heartbreak feels like.
You know your team.
You can predict the heartbreak.
And then naturally, I'm just constantly seeing Gruden's pep talks this week.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck you, McDaniels, dude.
Right? Josh McDaniels. So
I'm like, I've seen so many interviews from the players that this is like the hardest offense they've ever played in. And no part of that to me sounds like that's a good idea.
Right? Why would you want that? I mean, I get it that Tom Brady could process it and make it easier.
No, I fully understand like why it has its benefits, right? Because it makes it impossible for the defense to figure out. But like, I feel like it might be hard to the point that the offense can't figure it out too.
Exactly. And what did you see Tom Brady doing all the time? Audibling.
Constant audibles. Yeah.
Audibling.
Constant audibles.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was probably audibling to something simple.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, fuck this shit.
Yeah, this is
slants.
Too hard. Yeah.
Slants. Oh,
when you're a fan of a shitty team for as long as I've been, as long as you're you get to watch other teams, right?
Yeah. No, right? you get to fall in love with the sport and not your team.
Make us better at fantasy.
Oh.
But we're also garbage at that. Speaking of fantasy, let's go over the scores.
Go over that real quick? Yeah. Let's do it. Fantasy Thugs versus Team Velasquez. Fantasy Thugs 84. Team Velasquez with the lowest points at 45.
Velasquez, that's the guy that leads the he's the guy that is holding on to the trophy right now. No. That's not Niner Nation or whatever he was.
So the guy that is the current champion has changed his name from Niner Nation to Primetime.
So Team Primetime's doing okay.
He said he was had too much time on his hands.
But Team Velasquez is our
he's
runner.
He's the brother to the guy.
Oh, okay.
He's the brother to the guy, right?
Well,
lowest score. I think he was pretty low last week too.
Yeah.
Right. I was lowest last week. Luckily,
but he has a victory, and that's the only thing he can claim on you because he's shit the bed twice. You've shit the bed 3 times.
My first week wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
My first week I got a loss, but I didn't feel bad about my score. I had 87.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's decent.
Games. Yeah.
The guy that I played just had 95.
Yeah.
So I didn't shit the bed the first week. I just lost.
Yeah.
The second week and the third week. Second week I definitely shit the bed. I had like 45. This week I was like on the lower side of almost okay.
Now, and Fantasy Thugs, they always
he's
come
good,
out
dude.
strong. Yeah,
My
his
cousin is
team, that's a
good, bro.
That's a
Yeah,
good
so
team.
Fantasy Thugs is the other brother, right?
Oh, so they're okay. That's what I was thinking.
That's the
Fantasy
two brothers.
Thugs is the
Yeah,
guy that runs the league.
he's dude. I don't know what my cousin does, but he's just good. He lost Derrick Henry last year.
Well, yeah, and he still
and he was like just doing things, and I was like, dude, this guy's good at fantasy. I don't know what it is. I would hope that I would be good, but no. I guess last year just got lucky. You know?
Right?
You know,
Must have been.
That's what it had to be.
So Bills Mafia, who scored the highest in week 1, looked like he was going to be the Bills Mafia.
Looked
is
like he was gonna
now
be
1-2.
This is kind of fitting for this week, though, isn't it? You know,
for this week especially.
For this
the Bills
week,
have a letdown game,
taking
and
down
he
a notch.
scores 58 on his second loss.
Oh, Snore Bolt's
he was a
score 72.
juggernaut. Yeah, 72. So that's our average is like 80s. You know, 80s
Yeah, no,
could
like,
win you the game.
you get over 100, you're probably gonna win.
Oh, you should, right?
Yeah,
my first week, I scored 109 points and I lost.
you get over 100 points in our league, you feel like there's not a single game or a single team this week that got over 100. Actually.
Right, that's a high score. In our
it's
league.
a high score. Next one, Team Primetime 54.
Did we say Elsinore Bolts? Yeah, the Elsinore Bolts are looking pretty good as well. So Team Primetime
versus
returning
Murder
champ.
City Devils at 76.
Now is the Murder City Devils is undefeated now. So
they are in the top one spot too. Yeah,
they're the only team that's undefeated.
Yep.
So they're playing I think you this weekend. Yeah, so
maybe I'll get my first win.
Let's hope, huh?
You know, maybe
let's hope on hope.
I'm making so many changes. It's I have at least 3 or 4 players every week that get changed out.
So now that you're 0-3, I want to ask you this: you got the pressure on, right? You got to start winning.
Yeah, it's a must win, right?
It's a must win, right? You have to win.
Must win.
So are we hitting the panic button and we're gonna start?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I told you I was thinking about dropping Hunt. If dropping Hunt isn't a panic button, I don't know what is. Right? Right. If benching Derrick Henry wasn't the panic button.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I benched him last week because I was
did
kind
he go off on your bench?
Yeah, he got 20 points.
Oof. And would that have helped you?
I mean, no, it wouldn't have got me to a win.
No, it wouldn't.
Because it would only give me
because you lost to the highest.
It would have given me 14 more, right? Which would have got me to
70s.
70s.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I did the math the other time. Score. Basically, if I would have had Brady in instead of Garoppolo, I would be at 70 points. And then if I would have put in Derrick Henry, I would have gotten 14 more, so I would have been 84 to his 95.
You would have been more formidable.
I would have looked better.
Yeah.
I would have been like, oh man, that's a loss, but it's not a shitty loss.
Score.
Exactly.
Warriors.
It's hard to win to the highest score.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah. So
know,
and that's who I'm playing this week, Chamorro Warrior. I think I could take him because I scored 93, he scored 95. I scored higher.
Dude, you got a decent team. I think I got a good team here.
Yeah, once I figured out how to draft in your league.
Yeah, that sucks. Apparently, I don't know how to draft this year.
Obviously, right?
Fuck.
And you had the second pick.
I know.
Once I found out I had the 10th pick, I felt pretty good.
But I think Derrick Henry's gonna turn up after this week, so I might.
He has to.
As at this point, I'm not even
afraid on his knee. I think.
Yeah, I think at this his foot. At this point, though, I'm not worried about the championship anymore. Those dreams.
No, you just got to get a win now.
Those dreams are gone.
Let's rattle off a win.
I just don't want to be last.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I've seen the poster, the one that says I suck at fantasy.
Yeah, I put that on my social.
I would really hate to have that on the back of my truck, and then walk out of my truck.
It's a good punishment.
It's a great punishment.
Yeah, it is.
No, that doesn't worry me. What worries me is that I'm going to be walking out of my truck and be like, yeah, I got a football podcast about fantasy.
And I suck at fantasy.
And there's a poster that says I suck at fantasy.
Well, this podcast doesn't say you're good at talking shit.
Let's see. All right, so Bad News Bears versus Miscreants.
Yeah, that was me.
You beat the hell out of them.
Yeah, dude, my team.
Right? Good team, man.
Yeah,
good team. First win?
It was my first win, yeah.
Fucking impressive.
Yeah, so, all right, good.
Yeah,
this weekend we're gonna go. Hopefully, we have no undefeateds and no unbeatens this weekend because that's all on you. If we have an undefeated,
you know what? I think this is what's gonna happen, right? Because this is just true Raiders feel. Mm-hmm. Is that I probably won't get a win in our league until the Raiders get a win.
You know what? I was thinking that same thing this morning.
You know,
I was thinking it's gonna be double good for you because you're gonna win when the Raiders win.
Yeah, and then you know what?
And a perfect team to do it against is your guys' lifelong rivals,
Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go on to you want to do games or fantasy this week?
Let's go games and we'll
Go
mix in
games
fantasy,
first?
Yeah.
This is what I want to say before these games, though. Is I was talking to you, I texted you last night, and I think there was a little miscommunication, right? Because it's kind of hard to convey this idea that I have,
yeah.
this
Bring
prediction that I have.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's going to be a lull of elite quarterbacks in the next 10 years.
Okay, why do you say that?
And this is why, we have Josh Allen, we have Patrick Mahomes, we have Lamar Jackson, we have Joe Burrow, have Justin Herbert. That's 5. Off the top of my head, I could probably find some more. Tua,
He's on
depending on how he goes this year.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have a bunch of elite quarterbacks, right? All within the last 3 or 4 years. Well, the last time that we got a bunch of elite quarterbacks in a very condensed time was Rodgers, Brady.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Ben.
Brady went through like 2 cycles of
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Rodgers, Brady, Ben, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees.
Yeah.
And then, can I ask you something?
Well, I think per generation or cycle would be 5 quarterbacks. You got 5.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm about to say though, is that if you look in the past, and I'm gonna bring up some dates here, some years.
Okay.
And I want to say about 2008
Okay.
to about 2016, 8 years.
Okay.
Can you tell me one quarterback in those 8 years that are like definitely gonna go in the Hall of Fame? 8 years is enough time to prove yourself.
So Big Ben was there.
No. That got drafted.
Oh.
That got drafted in those 8 years.
Well, shit. I mean,
because the only quarterbacks I can really think of is like Cousins,
Derek, not Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, not Hall of Fame.
Not Hall of Fame.
Dak Prescott, good, not Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But none of them have that elite look that these quarterbacks we're getting right now have. And nor have they.
Oh, Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford?
Well, yeah. I think he was 2011, 2010.
Okay, so that's one. I can't think of
Matt Ryan. He's cusping, right?
He needs something.
Joe Flacco came out then.
He's not like Hall of Famer though.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
who else do we have from that era? Dude, yeah, most of them are switching. Cam Newton. Does Cam Newton get in the Hall?
No.
Yeah.
He had an MVP year, and maybe if he won the Super Bowl, maybe he wouldn't have dropped off.
Yeah.
Maybe he wouldn't have dropped off, but he's definitely not a Hall of Famer. He's not even considered a long-time elite quarterback
right
now, right?
Andrew Luck also, if he would have played longer,
right, got hurt. That's what I'm saying. I think these next probably 5 to 10 years, we're gonna see these drafts, these quarterbacks come in, and they're only gonna be at best above average.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean that's what you get, right? Because
there's
32 spots, and there's 5 every cycle that are up there.
Yeah,
every year they have a chance because they're on a team.
Exactly. So I think these next 5, not even 5, like 7 to 10 years, we're gonna see quarterbacks come in, and there might be one in there that are like, oh yeah, he's elite too.
Right.
But
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was talking about.
Because
the lull of good quarterbacks, not of in general, but of coming in.
Yeah.
That we're not
what you got here is like it's not basketball, right? Because with basketball, your first pick every year, that guy's gonna be a stud. Right? He's gonna be a stud that first pick.
You don't watch enough basketball.
No, I don't. I fucking hate basketball.
Basketball actually only gets like a stud in their draft like every 2 years. Every 3 years, I want to say.
But football's even more scarce than that.
For quarterbacks.
Yeah,
for quarterbacks, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Way more scarce than that for quarterbacks. Because that's a position, absolutely.
10 years, maybe 8 years.
And that's why I was saying this is so weird that we have these 5, and some of them that are 2 or 3 in the same draft.
Most of them came out in the same draft for this next go round.
Exactly.
Which means we get a good decade.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing, dude. But I don't think we're gonna get any great quarterbacks in the next. I could be proven wrong. I'm pretty dumb.
Definitely. Yeah,
I'm pretty dumb. But
you don't watch college, and there's some guys coming out that are gonna be some movers and shakers.
Yeah, I mean that's what we thought about Trevor Lawrence, though.
Well, the jury's still out. I mean, you have Urban Meyer was his coach last year. How long do you? He paid more attention to finger fucking college chicks than he did.
That is true.
Yeah.
How long do you give a quarterback before you're like you can like fully rate them? 3 years.
So
3 years first contract.
So this is the Daniel Jones, right? that's the question about Daniel Jones.
Right.
He's on year fucking 4
Have
already.
you looked at Daniel Jones' stats?
He's not good. I don't think he's good. He don't pass the eye test to me.
Not the eye test, his stat test.
No, I haven't seen the stats.
So if you look at his stats and you discount his win-loss record, his stats are remarkably the same
As Eli?
as you're gonna go crazy. Josh Allen.
Oh, what? Fuck out of here.
He had one less touchdown and one more interception than him all time.
Okay, all right, but still, here's the thing.
He had like
Once
maybe
you get inside the 20, you got to convert. Where you
That's-
get all
that's-
these
that's-
stats all day.
that's his touchdowns though, right?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He has the same
well,
touchdown.
goddamn. Well,
He has-
now, is that a defensive thing?
That's what I'm thinking. I think if he had a better defense, maybe even better players, so that he doesn't have to like force
Do
it
all
so
this,
much.
yeah.
Maybe maybe it's a Josh Allen that's on a shitty team.
Well, shit. Well, that changes everything for
That's
me.
what blew my mind because
Yeah.
the touchdown interception ratio. Oh,
Yeah.
damn, that was loud. I know.
It had to
I'm
be.
sorry. The touchdown interception ratio was damn near the same. The yards were very similar. I'm talking like 300 yards all time was difference.
Really?
Yeah, dog. And that could be a wildly wrong number.
It could be. That's
But
what we
all
do
time,
here.
I know all time it was still it was very close for what you would expect. And I was like, yo, Daniel Jones he might be a baller on a bad team.
But you know what? I'll never pick him up on fantasy. Like, I'm not gonna pick him up on fantasy.
He
Dude.
is undrafted, right?
Yeah, he's undraftable.
Free agent. I'm not gonna pick
Yeah,
him, dog.
well, that anybody you're looking at is Saquon. That is it.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all they got.
100%.
Fucking.
What- okay.
The fuck.
So this brings me to my next thought.
Wild.
Right, of the quarterbacks that have come out in that kind of era,
Uh huh.
what do you think they would have to do to become Hall of Fame?
Okay, so we'll start with what? Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins, yeah.
Those
let's go with
guys
that.
like that.
Obviously, Super Bowl for all of them.
You need a Super Bowl, yeah, to get yourself in the conversation.
Yeah, just to get in the conversation. I
Yeah.
would say 2 would be like a conversation with a nod.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you had good stats and you were like
that's why Eli's getting in.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you were like you were the driving force to get that second, I'd say you're in. But if you just got the 1, I think the majority of them would have to finish off the second half of their career
With some MVPs. You need to get multiple MVPs. You got to
Yeah,
be Aaron
that's what I'm
Rodgers.
saying.
Aaron Rodgers, Hall of Fame, 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, what, 6 MVPs?
I wanna say four, yeah.
4. I think you need a Super Bowl. If you don't get a second Super Bowl, an MVP. But most importantly, I think you need
But the MVP can't be in your Super Bowl year. It has to be after.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Most importantly though, I think you have to change your win percentage. I think you
Okay.
have to have for like say if you're in year 10,
Yeah.
right? And you have 10 more years to go. Right? And in
Jesus Christ, that's Brady. That's not everybody.
I'm
Year
just
10
using
is
I'm
your
just
coming
using
to
solid I'm just
twilight,
using
yeah.
solid numbers, dog. You want me to go 8? I'll go year 8. You have 8 more years to go. 16-year career.
Yeah. That's
Long
good.
career, right? And in those 8 years, let's say you went 3 and 5 in winning seasons, 3 being the winning,
Yeah.
right? I think if you did your next 8 years, you got to be more around the 6 and 2,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
You got to have a
Get
winning.
to the playoffs, 1 and done, because your defense sucks. But
Yeah, that's fine.
That's the
But
Dan
you-
Marino.
That's fine, dude. But like, that's because your defense sucked, not because you sucked.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Like that's
Right.
why Dan Marino.
We had this conversation before. In basketball, an MVP player can get you to the playoffs. Not much farther than that, but they can
shut
get
you down
there.
because that's where a team beats a player.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so that's Peyton Manning. He I mean, he was going to go to the Hall of Fame
Regardless.
whether. Yeah, exactly. But he got to ride.
Three wins? 3 Super Bowls?
He got 2. He went to 4. He went to
Oh, yeah,
4 and
3.
got 2. No, he Colts won against the Bears, lost against Saints. Broncos lost to the Seahawks and then beat the Panthers.
I thought he had
Yeah.
3. Whatever.
Well, because
All right,
he was
keep
always
going.
there. He was always
Yeah,
in contention.
yeah.
But when push came to shove, they shut him down and
Yeah, absolutely.
he was the driving
Absolutely.
force.
So for sure,
So yeah, let's go.
Super Bowl easiest,
Super Bowl.
MVP, winning second half of your career.
Yeah, you gotta pump your team up.
I'd say
Yeah.
Because then in that case, you could look at that second half of your career and be like, that is a Hall of Famer season.
Yeah,
right there.
because right now.
Now that being said, Hall of Fame has definitely been watered down a bit.
Yeah. So.
But that happens in history, you know.
Yeah, it definitely does. Because we were doing this fence thing about Eli Manning, but now it's getting watered down. He's definitely getting in.
Yeah,
100%.
Our next whether he deserves it or not, he's getting in.
If he gets a Super Bowl, which he won't, it'll be Kirk Cousins. They'll be like, because he's the reason they lose, and he's the reason they win.
Kirk Cousins? He's not the reason they lose.
He is the reason they lose. He doesn't pull the trigger quick enough.
I don't think he's the reason they lose. I think his defense is the reason they lose.
They had the little purple people eaters for a while. They had a defense.
I don't know, man. Right now, as I'm looking at it, his defense is the problem.
Yeah, and Minnesota's they're stuck in this. They're another team to me.
It's kind of like my team, right? Where this game, everyone's always like, oh, can you see Derek Carr bring you to a playoffs and to a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, like week 1 when he threw 3 interceptions, I was like, this guy's trash.
Yeah.
I was like, I see why everyone doesn't like him. This week, I watch him and I'm like, this is the guy that this Derek Carr can get us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The one that played on Sunday can get us to the Super Bowl because he dialed up the passes.
Yeah.
He gave Darren Waller like 3 passes that should have been all touchdowns, right? I'm not saying he was going to have 3 touchdowns because 1 touchdown would change the looks and shit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But there was 3 different times that Darren Waller could have scored a touchdown, right? One in the back, one in the front, and one when he was dropped them all. Dropped them all. One where he was like a 3rd and 8 or some shit. Dialed it up to Devontae perfectly on the sideline. And Devontae is known for doing the toe tap, and he couldn't get it down this time. Like this is one of those weeks where his team, his big time players could not help him out. Yeah. They could not help him out. Mac Hollins was the star of the game.
Yeah.
And this guy has bounced around, and he was never a volume passer or a volume receiver.
Yeah. So to your point earlier, I think I'll put Minnesota in that I can root for them because they have no vested interest.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if they're playing the Cowboys, I'll be a fucking Vikings fan.
Yeah,
if they're playing the Saints, I'll be a fucking Vikings
absolutely.
fan. Yeah.
I agree. But this is again one of those things where it's not because I like the Vikings.
Right.
It's because I like Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I like Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. And then I feel sorry for their fan base.
Yeah. But it's different because like I feel sorry for the Bears fan base, but I would never root for the Bears.
Right?
Never.
So let's run through these week. Let's
Next
run
week?
through. Yeah, we'll run through
absolutely.
We'll do a quick pick'ems. We'll go through it and then fucking fire off who we think was gonna win. So we'll start Broncos Raiders. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, dude. I think you guys get your first.
You're the even person on this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I say like the Broncos are so horrible, and I say this with malice because I drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd round. I thought they were gonna let Russ cook, and Russ is
supposed to cook too. He has the weapon. He has on fire. He has Fant. He has Jerry Jeudy. He has Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
The fact that I don't follow this team, and I know 3 of their big time receivers. One of them is a tight end, but you know what I'm saying, a pass catcher. I know 3 of them. That means you have a good receiving core.
Yeah.
So what is he doing?
What is he doing?
Oh my goodness! So, can't say much about my team though.
I'm going Raiders.
I'll go Raiders.
So all right.
Yeah, it's my team. I guess I'll go.
Yeah. Well, moving right on to one of our teams, Chiefs at Bucks.
Chiefs at Bucks. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, dude. I go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs as well. I really think
I'm going Chiefs, knowing that I'm going to put Brady in for my fantasy too.
You know what? That's not a bad play. The Chiefs, their defense is opportunistic.
Yeah, 100%. The only person on their defense that I'm really scared of now, ever since they lost the Honey Badger.
Yeah, Matthew
is Chris Jones.
Mm-hmm. On the line, 5'5".
Yeah, I mean, he's eating healthy now, apparently. Yeah. He's eating salads instead of McDonald's salads, which is a chicken McNugget, if you didn't know.
Yeah. Straight up.
So, I'm going Chiefs. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything. I
All right,
I think it's gonna be a good
there.
game.
We agree there. It's Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think it's Chiefs. Dolphins at Bengals. That's Thursday night. It's gonna start us off for the week. It should be a game right
I think
here.
it's gonna be a good game. I do think the Dolphins are gonna win.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins are gonna win. I want the Bengals to win.
I'm 100% exactly.
Same, right? Same.
I think the Dolphins are gonna win, but I want the Bengals to win. And if the Bengals do win, it changes the trajectory of the whole season, right?
Yeah.
Because the Bengals need the win.
They have one win.
They have one, but
Right.
they need this win.
The only reason I know that all these teams have one win is because I know the Raiders are the only team with 0 wins. So it's easy math.
All right, so we're both pulling for the
That being said, if the Dolphins get this win,
oof. Ooh, then,
I think
then they're right back into it.
I think I'm going to start rooting for the Dolphins
Yeah.
and wanting them to win because I want them to have another season where they look like the 72 Dolphins.
Ha! You know, that's so funny because Abby said the same thing the other day. She goes, after they beat the Bills, she goes, are they going to go undefeated again? And I was like, you have to be shitting me. Like, first off, do you know how hard that is to do?
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible nowadays. But that being said, they have the defense of the 72 Dolphins.
That,
right?
Out of nowhere,
Right?
they shut
Like
down the Bills.
Look, they had a good
what?
defense last year. That was their only remarkable trait.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So the defense didn't come out of nowhere. The fact that their defense is this good did come.
Because they shut down the Bills. The Bills were doing anything to everybody.
But I don't... Okay. I'm not trying to say because an undefeated season is an undefeated season.
Yeah.
But like an undefeated season in 1972
It was 14 games.
Yeah, it was 14 games. So like that's got to compare to like 15-2 now, right?
Now, if you get 15-2, that's like a one loss before we change formats, right? Like you 15-1.
Like there's one fluke loss in there, and then maybe a loss in the end of the season because you already clinched everything.
Yep.
I mean, at that point, when you're 15-2.
Two losses now.
That's got to be the same feeling as an undefeated in the 70s, right?
It's got to.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it don't mean a thing unless you get that ring.
That's facts. The Steelers showed that.
Yeah.
They went 11-0 and then
just shit the bed for the rest of the year.
It was great. I had a $500 bet on that game.
When they lost to the Redskins on that Monday night?
Their
first loss?
On the playoff game.
Oh, when they lost to the Browns.
Oh, yeah, on their first playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
No, that wasn't the $500. That was a $100 bet.
Uh-huh.
I won it, of course, because my buddy's a Steelers fan, and I just don't like him. Right?
Yeah, because
I love him, but I don't like him.
Oh.
So I bet against him. But that year, or no, not that year. The year before that, I remember, because it was 2020 season. 2019, we had played the Steelers, and we lost. So we were playing them again the next year. I was like, hey, bud, we're going to beat you next year. This is in the offseason.
Yeah.
This is in the offseason. And I was like, we're going to beat you that year. He's like, oh, yeah, put some money in. I was like, yeah, I'll put whatever you want to put. He's like, let's put 100. I was like, dude, let's put 500.
Ooh.
And I'm talking on my ass. Yeah, I'm talking on my ass.
So you were a little toasty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And he still took the bet and everything. And then the next 5 months of off season, I was sweating. Because this was the first game of the season. And I was like, I'm going to lose $500 at the beginning of our season. I was like, this is shit. Yeah. And then we won. Oof. And I was so happy.
That was at Heinz Field too, right? They
that
won
was
at
there.
Pittsburgh. Yeah,
that was there.
That's a good victory right there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see where we differ. Vikings Saints.
Go Vikings.
Yeah, I think Vikings too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think Justin Jefferson is gonna put the burners on Marshawn Lattimore.
He's gonna be him this week. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be him.
Browns Falcons. We're both going Browns, I assume.
I'm going Falcons.
Okay, okay. So now here's we get.
I like Mariota.
I don't dislike him. I just think that
what do you like about the Browns?
They're too strong, dude. They're playing with a backup quarterback, and
they're winning.
Yeah,
they're winning really good too.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yes,
I mean he's not a bad backup though.
No.
There's bad backups.
Yeah, there's
right?
backups. Oh shit, we lost this game as soon as they come in.
Yeah, you go to Cooper Rush, you're like, that's a bad backup, right? Right. You go to Jacoby Brissett, good backup.
Yeah.
You go to Teddy Bridgewater's,
yeah,
that's a good backup.
Turn the ball over,
right?
Get you there.
Yeah, he might have a pick or two, but
Yeah.
like he's not he's gonna be able to make a drive.
When it comes to Teddy Bridgewater, that pick or two is a no. He won't. He'll give you 200 and less yards of passing, but
Fair.
he's not going to turn the ball over.
Fair.
And that's what you want out of your backup.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so we're going to go different from there. I like that.
Yeah.
I got Browns, you got Falcons.
I like Falcons because I like Drake London. I think he's a good kid. That's why I have him on fantasy.
Yeah.
I like him. I think Kyle Pitts is about to get a lot more production in these next coming weeks.
He should.
Yeah, he had a lot of production in his most recent game. I think he's going to stay on that path. So I think they're going to come out of the woodworks here. Bills Ravens. Bills, right?
Bills.
Right?
Yeah, Bills. Yeah. But this should be a test. This is another test.
This is another game I thought like the Bills and Dolphins was going to be. Whereas I think it's going to be a shootout.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Because I don't think the Ravens defense is that good.
Yeah.
Right?
Over under should be like 52 points. Like this should be a high scoring game.
Like 48, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Around 50. Commanders at Cowboys. This is a game I will not watch.
Not watching
and
that.
This game probably won't even come out in the red zone because it's going to be two backup quarterbacks.
I might keep it up like on my phone because I got Pollard.
Cowboys.
I got Pollard, so that's why I'll keep it up. Seahawks Lions, another game. Don't really care about it.
Don't really care. I'm going to say Lions though.
I will. Yeah, I'll say Lions.
Yeah,
I'll say Lions. I think he's good.
Now Chargers Texans. This is quickly becoming an evenly matched game.
Because you think about this and you're like, 2 weeks ago,
it's Chargers all day.
Chargers all day. Now, Texans.
They're free falling.
Texans.
Yeah. They're fucking. The Chargers are fucking free falling.
And I know Las Vegas will probably have the spread.
The Chargers
saying for Chargers
probably,
plus 10, plus 5, some shit.
Yeah,
I'm taking Texans.
I'm taking Texans too.
I'm taking Texans. I don't even know who they have.
Yeah, we'll call this the upset of the week. I 100% think the Texans gonna beat this game. Yeah. Now
Titans Colts. I'll take Titans. I think Derrick Henry's back.
And they should. They eat against the Colts, right?
They normally do. Yeah, they normally do. And the Colts are so wishy-washy. I don't even know, man. But I'll tentatively say the Titans.
Yeah, you say Titans. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Colts for the same thing, just because they just got right last week.
Yeah,
and they should stay on track.
I think they're gonna come in too hot, thinking they're good, and not like prepare hard enough for some shit. Because they're like, oh, we just beat the Chiefs.
Right. Yeah.
And it's kind of like when you're
that's a marquee win.
When you're at at a bar, drunk as hell, and you're trying to get in a fight. And you sit there and you're like, you can't knock me out. Come on.
Right,
Come on, you can't knock me out. And then you walk over them, trip on the stool, and get knocked out while you're falling. That's what I think the Colts are about to do.
These things do happen in life. Another game I won't be watching, Bears at Giants.
I won't be watching that.
Now.
I like Saquon, though, so I'll check the highlights.
Yeah, so the Giants, I'm going to call Giants, right?
I'll take Giants, yeah. I'll take Giants.
Do the Bears throw more than 12 passes?
What is Justin Fields has
they've thrown
14?
I think they've thrown 17 passes.
17
in the past 3 weeks.
No, it was 23
in 3 weeks.
Right? Cuz that's 8 I know it was less than 8. It was 7, 8 and 8. Is that 23?
Yeah.
16.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
It was 7, 8 and 8.
So over under 12 passes.
12? That's a high
12.
number. That's a high number for Justin
right?
Fields. I'm under.
Under? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Giants under. Me too. The Bears are just they're gonna wing.
Dude, what's crazy is that you draft Justin Fields first round.
Yeah.
Top 15, right?
Right. And he was cooking at Ohio. He's accurate.
Yeah. I just don't see why they're not using him as a quarterback. Right? I feel like they used him as a quarterback last year. So what changed this year? Like they had him at quarterback last year, right? I'm not tripping.
They fired the coach.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But he did play the full season as a starter, right?
Yeah, I think he came in like the third game of the year, but yeah.
And then finished it out. I don't know what's going on with them, man.
The Bears are just a team in disarray.
Garbage franchise.
Yeah, there's a garbage franchise.
Jaguars, Eagles.
Now this is a test. The first
for the Eagles,
because
right?
because Jags are coming off a big victory.
Oh, because they're hot.
Yeah,
because they're hot. Yeah.
So this will be a little test.
The Jags, unlike the Colts, though, the Jags are rightfully hot. right?
Yeah,
because the
exactly.
Colts had a fluke win, and the Jags just showed that they're not garbage against a temporary garbage team,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. So
I think the Eagles are they're gonna have to struggle a little bit for this one,
but still
that
pull the
being
victory
said,
out.
yeah, they're gonna pull the victory out.
I think so too.
Jalen
And
Hurts
it's at
gonna
home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen
Eagles-
Hurts just gonna push the whole line over.
Oh yeah, he's like
You know?
Jalen Hurts is that dude, man.
Yeah.
That dude, yeah, he's a beast. I like him. I think Eagles. I'm gonna say, it'll be about, within 8 to 10 points. It's not gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jets Steelers.
Who the fuck cares? Who are you taking? This is a toss up to me, man.
This is a real. It's funny because you would think,
You would think Duck Hodges was playing quarterback still for the goddamn Steelers, dude.
bro.
Mason Rudolph.
I think they like. You still Mitch Trubisky?
I'm off of Mitch. I texted my uncle. My uncle's a huge Steelers fan. Told him the same thing I told you about Mitch Trubisky. After that, what was it? Monday night? Was it? What game did they play?
They played on Sunday.
No, on Thursday. They played on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I texted him right on after the game. I said I was wrong about Mitch Trubisky.
Then he put Kenny Pickett in.
You know what? I think we're a week away.
Because if anything, Kenny Pickett has proved to us, passing, decision making.
Yeah.
That dude is mobile as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
He pulled off a fake slide juke.
Then that's what got him.
And that's the only thing he's known for.
Moved him into
right?
the fucking
If you can
first
pull off
round.
a fake slide juke, which means you just don't use your back foot to push off anymore, and keep flowing,
yeah,
that's mobile.
Yeah.
Dog, you're mobile. So they
Might
need
as
to
well.
throw him in.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, might as well, man. Like
But
you guys
Steelers are known for staying the course.
Yeah.
They're
Also, the
literally
Steelers. Also, the Steelers don't have T.J. Watt right now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not back for 5 weeks now, I think, left.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna go Jets.
You know what? That could be an upset. I'm gonna go Steelers.
I think Flacco had a fluke week last week of being shitty.
I think he's a Tannehill.
Oh yeah.
I think he's done. I think he made his flash.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that's what I feel.
I think so he was so good that he had to have a shit week to balance it out. And now next week he's gonna come back to average.
Yeah.
Which is better than Mitch.
All right, so we've only deferred on 2 games so far.
And yeah.
And not that
2?
we need to.
No, I think it was.
Did we?
I think there's 3.
Oh, because did you go Seahawks or Lions? I went Lions.
I went Lions. Wait. But you went Bengals. I went Dolphins. Right?
No, I think Dolphins gonna win. But I want the Bengals.
You want
to
the
win.
Bengals. Then did you go Saints or Vikings?
Our Vikings.
All right, then Browns Falcons. Browns Falcons we deferred.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally just those 2 games so far. Now, Cardinals, Panthers, another fucking game that... If these games... Hopefully they're good games because these matchups are fucking stinkers, dude.
Yeah, this is not a good week.
Yeah, this is...
Because it's either overpowered team against shit team or
just
two
shit
boring
teams that you don't want to watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Two teams that you would only watch if you're a fan of.
Right, yeah. So, and that brings us to the Cardinals and Panthers. Well, shit. I'm going to go Panthers.
You go Panthers?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Cardinals.
So, all right,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I'll go Cardinals. Yeah.
Yeah, and no reason other than just because they won last week.
I just want to see Kyler Murray run around like a toddler again, man.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's all.
Like Mortal Kombat baby fatality or
exactly.
baby The dude can do it. Patriots Packers. Fuck, dude, this would have been a marquee matchup 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3-4 years ago.
Right now,
yeah,
I don't give a
5
fuck
years
about this game.
This would have been up until 2018, right? I want to say because 2019 wasn't a great year for Brady. Mm-hmm. Up until 2018, starting from 2005, this would have been a marquee matchup.
Yeah, for that long. Yeah, for 13 years.
Yeah, for 13 years, you see Patriots Packers. You're like, fuck,
circle that on your calendar. Yeah,
like if my team's not playing, I'm watching that.
Yeah,
right.
And the only game have, the only game we have the Chiefs Bucks, which should be good.
Yeah, Chiefs Bucks should be good.
And
just because you have a great defense.
And Dolphins Bengals are the only 2 games that are circlable.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And Jaguars Eagles that should be
Jaguars Eagles. Yeah,
a little taste.
Broncos Raiders rivalry, but that's my own personal reasons.
Team.
That's my own personal reasons, right? So that doesn't really count for everyone else. Rams Niners. We haven't gotten there yet.
We haven't got there yet. Are you taking Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So all right now.
Unless the Patriots sign Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Because I dick ride for Cam Newton, bro. The dude's a beast.
He's probably got a big dick too. So
I mean, the dude's like 220. So.
You're not gonna dress like a fucking 6 foot tall transvestite.
I mean, he has
and
the
not
best.
have a big dick.
He has the best hands in the league. Right?
Because he can steal laptops.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What? That's not what I was talking about at all. But
I thought he was
I like where you're going.
Kleptomaniac.
No, he had this video of him catching one-handed balls for a Guinness World Record.
Cam
Newton.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Quarterback. The fuck? This video you're talking about makes no sense.
Makes none at all. He was shirtless, and he had
That makes sense.
He has a great body, dude. Great body. But he had 3 different guys throwing footballs to him, and he was shirtless and was catching them all one-handed. And he was like the most balls caught in the NFL, like under 1 minute or something like that.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Best hands in the NFL.
I mean,
it makes me think that he should change his position
to tight end.
I mean, I was gonna say a receiving running back.
Oh yeah.
That way he could just
like a
plow
Cordero
through
Patterson.
people.
Yeah.
Just plow through people.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, I want to say this before we get to Rams and Niners, because they just have short baby boy running backs.
Yeah.
I love a big running back.
Oh yeah, Derrick Henry.
Exactly, like a Derrick Henry, a Cordero Patterson, like a 6'2" plus running back is a fucking
and you know what
beautiful
makes them
sight.
bigger? Like take it back to like Todd Gurley, dudes with their hair coming out of their helmet. That
Oh yeah, with
so
the
much more badass.
yeah.
You're like you could hit so much harder when you got hair coming out of your helmet like that.
I think I didn't tell you because obviously I wasn't watching the Titans with you. But I think this is why Derrick Henry is taking a weird year.
He cut his hair?
No. He's styling it different though.
What is he doing?
Remember he used to have the singular
one fat one? Yeah.
the singular like lizard
shit
chopped
lock.
off tail.
Yeah.
Right? No, now he just has all his dreads running free. Or his braids, whatever they are. They're all running free. He's got like 80 of them just on his back. And I'm like, this isn't Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Right? So I think
Yeah, because he had that stegosaurus
he had
coming out.
exactly. He had the single like reptile tail before, and now he has a regular hair. He's gone into average looks now.
There you go.
So he's got to
Yeah.
get back to his. He's got to get back to his stubby hair.
We need one fat lock out of you. That was monstrous.
It was awesome.
These
looking, too.
dreadlocks not doing it.
Fuck that.
Dreadlock.
Dread.
Yeah, exactly.
On to the Rams and 49ers.
I'm going Rams. I mean, they should win this game, but I don't see this game being anything other than 20-17.
I think both these teams are pretty not great right now.
Yeah.
And that sucks because the Rams just won a Super Bowl.
and
It's one thing because I've seen teams win Super Bowls and they blow up the team and you're like, of course it's going to be bad. But the Rams blew up a team or won a Super Bowl and then retained most of their players,
yeah.
right? And what are they doing? Not shit. Better than my team. Not saying much.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not.
But I think the Rams are just going to barely squeak it by.
Yeah, 2017 is what I'm saying.
And like the Niners are going to give them a run for their money. I think there's going to be a defense.
Because they always play him well.
Yeah.
They
I think
always
there's going to
play
be a
them well.
defensive touchdown in there too.
Ooh.
So
I like
whoever
that.
got the Niners, fuck you. Because you're going to have good points.
I'm going to type that in. Defensive touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. All right, under our last bit, fantasy this week.
All right, man. Well, we've talked about most of these. Fantasy Thugs going against Bills Mafia. I'm going to pull for Bills Mafia because...
You really?
Yeah.
You just like the name or what?
No.
You just think he's going to come back here or what?
Versus 2 and 1. I want things to even out so I can move up in the rankings. Now we're talking about my team, you know? So I want everybody better than me to lose.
So, yeah. So Fantasy Thugs already has a loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Bills Mafia has two losses.
Yeah.
So you want them to end this week
2-2. Yeah.
Fair. I understand that. Elsinore Bolts versus Primetime. I want to go Elsinore Bolts on this one. Just because Primetime, who was
our champ last year,
or it was Niners Nation, beat me in the playoffs and kicked me out of the championship game.
Yeah, that's a bad taste.
Which then I got the highest points of.
Yeah.
So my uncle just puts a bad taste in my mouth with this. I want him to lose every game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
but that's competition, right?
Speaking of having an uncle put a bad taste in your mouth, I was raised Catholic. All right, so
that's not your uncle. That's your father.
So we got the Miscreants versus the Murdy City Devils. I just want the Murdy City Devils to lose because they're undefeated.
Yeah, I'd say the same. But that being said, I know it's not going to happen.
No,
his
team is too strong.
Because not even that. I think the Miscreants make all the wrong moves.
Yeah, I think they're scoring worse than you with one victory. I think they're scoring worse than you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Who knows what the hell Miscreants is doing?
I just know when they beat me, they left like 45 points on the bench.
On the board, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think Miscreants are going to lose just because of he's going to make some tweaks and they're here or there, and they're going to be the wrong tweaks.
Right.
Chamorro Warriors
versus me. So obviously, I think I could beat them. I really think that I have a good chance. Mm-hmm. But the worst part about this is I'm playing 3 players that are playing on Thursday night.
So you got it real early, right?
Yeah.
So you just get to see your lead dwindle.
Either that, yeah. I hope I build up a good enough lead, because if I got 3 players in and I'm going to the game with 25 points come Sunday, I've already lost.
Yeah. Does he have any players on Thursday?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not. I don't like having Thursday players. It's so
early.
Yeah, and I got my QB, a wide receiver, and a running back. My strongest positions are all going on Thursday.
Ooh, so you need like a 45-point lead.
Yeah, I need to go in. If I'm not up by 56 points, I'm not winning this game. I want Burrow to go for 30, Mixon for 12,
man,
and Waddle for 17. I need that. That's what I need.
Wow. I wish I could say those numbers. I just want my quarterback to get more than 15 points.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, every week my quarterback has gotten less than 15 points, bro.
A quarterback.
I just want my quarterback to get like 20 points.
Oh, I feel your pain because it sucks having a quarterback that sucks.
And the worst part is that I got Tom Brady, who was the league leading passing
in yards
last year, all year,
from start to finish.
And now he's like probably bottom 10.
Yeah. We're not looking good.
Tough,
it doesn't. Our defense is what's keeping us here.
Yeah.
And if he can bust a Peyton Manning and ride his defense to the Super Bowl, I will take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you sneakerheads are playing Team Velasquez. I mean, obviously, I want to see you win. You need a win.
I need to see myself win, and I don't think Team Velasquez is that great. I think they got 2 losses. I think he's got 2 losses.
He wants a win.
He wants a win to get even, right? I need a win. I need a win more than my Raiders need a win.
So what we need right now, we need a Raiders win, and we need a fucking Team Sneakerheads.
It would be great in the same week.
Oh yeah,
it would be great.
You'll be coming high as fuck.
I might start watching football again.
Right, feeling good. Because right now I see the noose. I see your neck has got little stretch marks because you've been working that noose.
You already know once your fantasy is losing a lot. And once
you gotta focus on one or the other, right? You have nothing.
Normally, you focus on fantasy. Your team's losing. Focus on fantasy. Your fantasy is losing. Whatever. Your team is doing great. Right now, I'm neither is happening. So my want of watching actual football has decreased from like 9 out of 10 excitement to I'll see the Thursday game and I'm like, this doesn't tickle me in the first 30 minutes. I'm done.
Then I'm out. Yeah,
and I hate that that's a thing, but it 100% is.
Yeah, it is 100%.
Nothing's
going.
You
don't have a vested interest in that Thursday game.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing's going good for me. I know my players on my fantasy aren't in that game aren't gonna come back for me. Yeah. So why do I want to watch this? I know the end results.
Yeah.
Right. So,
dude. Okay. So, with these elections coming up in California, with how bad we are,
you pay attention to that?
No, I just know one ballot that is going to change shit.
The Uber
for the
one
better for us. No, the betting one. So
Oh yeah.
So here's what I'm suggesting.
I'm about to out myself right now.
That we should become degenerate gamblers. We should
won, bro.
We should no. But now we could do it on legal websites, not just betting in your mouth with people. I'm talking about putting $100
but that's what
a paycheck onto this fucking gambling site.
You don't understand what I'm saying? Is that because I lived in Texas so recently? Right? Is I had a Texas address.
Oh.
So when if I go to jail, it's gonna be funny.
Keep it.
I signed up. Bleep the website, which we won't actually do because fuck that.
Yeah, what website?
I signed up for this website while I was in Texas called MyBookie.
Oh, MyBookie. Yeah, I know MyBookie.
Right.
Yeah.
You know MyBookie. Mm-hmm. You can't use it in California if you have a California.
Yeah, I was trying to bet on the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Through MyBookie.
But if you have another address that's not in California, you can sign up for it, right?
Oh.
And I signed up for it while I was in Texas. So when I moved over, I just never changed my address.
Beautiful.
And I probably spend $100 on there every week.
So I'm the one that needs to become a degenerate gambler because you already are. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to start being really mad at Abby a lot over shit that has nothing to do with her. I want a garbage time field goal.
Okay. Now, when I say I spend $100, I mean I bet $100.
Yeah,
I don't actually put in $100 every week because that'd be fucking retarded.
No, but that's gonna be me. I'm gonna do that. I'm betting all on black.
But I probably bet every week either. Like right now, it's on football games. Right?
Yeah,
I probably
100%.
put 3 bets of $30 on 3 different games.
Okay, which is reasonable.
Yeah.
For a degenerate, yeah.
And then during the off season though, I'll be $100 on Amanda Silva in the UFC fight.
Super in. Dog, okay. And then that will pivot our podcast into just a hardcore degenerate game. We're gonna just come in here and we're gonna the walls are gonna be brown because we're gonna smoke cigarettes in here because Abby's gonna have left me. I'm gonna be betting on high school sports.
That's a room.
Yeah.
These are all rooms. I was gonna say we could just punch a wall through.
Oh yeah,
and have it be like the breathe out
just
zone.
Yeah, because this is gonna be a degenerate gambling cave.
And then when you move the paintings, it's gonna be a nice white square right there because of all the nicotine that built up on the walls.
I'll reopen my account for oh shit, I can't remember it anymore. I used to follow high school players when I lived in Virginia.
You start betting on high school players?
Oh, dude.
I wish, dude. Yeah. So MyBookie lets you bet on
wild shit, dude.
Wild shit, bro.
And we got the World Cup coming up. Mm-hmm. We got the Olympics.
The only better thing that's past MyBookie is is DraftKings.
Okay.
DraftKings has some fucking
they do daily fantasy.
Yeah, they do daily fantasy, but they also have some weird. DraftKings. They have some weird ass fucking betting marks, right? They were the ones with the bird roulette bet.
The fuck was that?
Okay. It's something like that, right? Basically, it was a bet it was a yes or no bet.
Okay.
Of Jameis Winston or the Saints in general being able to beat all
3 birds, the Cardinals, the Falcons, and Seahawks, and Eagles.
All 4 bird teams, right? Never done before. So they put a bet out for it. You could put it's plus 2,000.
Right, yeah.
Right, you put $1 and you get $2,000 back.
It didn't hit, obviously. But
no, yeah.
He got hurt.
Did he lose?
He got hurt.
Against the Falcons?
No, he got hurt against us, but he didn't play all those teams.
No, for Jameis Winston?
Yeah,
but I'm saying, did they lose against the Falcons already?
This year? No, they played them this weekend.
Hold on.
Oh no, they just did, and they lost. They lost.
Oh, so that bet's over.
So it's over.
But yeah, they had some of that.
See, I don't know why I'm not a degenerate.
$1, dude.
Imagine
putting $100 on that.
Imagine getting all fucked up, and then putting 2 separate bets in the same game for 2 opposite teams because you're so fucked up.
Yeah,
I would definitely be that guy.
So
I'll call it be like, the fucking Raiders are gonna win.
So if you think about it though, it's such a good idea just to bet both sides.
Oh yeah, but
I mean, sure, you're getting $1 and one
roulette. So when you bet red.
Wait, what?
Oh, I love roulette.
You're really a degenerate.
Oh, dog.
roulette it's literally statistically the worst
The worst
betting game.
Yeah.
It has the lowest.
Well, I got taught to gamble by a Vietnamese friend of mine, and
But
all Vietnamese people are degenerates.
At best, you can get 50%.
If you fucking put down so much money, you have to put down so much money to get to 50%. You have to put down because
I'm talking about odds.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. To be able to get the odds at 50%, you have to bet half the numbers, and you have to put down.
You're just betting red or black, right?
You don't get 50% on red or black.
What?
It's not because there's green.
There's the one in green.
There's 2 greens.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So it's on for one bet.
Yeah.
Is less than there. You can never be less than 50%.
You can't play red or black. If you get into roulette, you can't play red or black.
Why not?
Because it's literally you're either going to win or lose. It's a coin flip, but minus the green. So
what do you play?
It's 43% that you're going to win. It's less than 50%.
That's the
You
best
gotta
you
play
can
your
get.
numbers. You got to play.
So you rather have?
It's more random.
It's what like a 8% chance
yeah.
than your 43% chance.
Yes.
God,
because
you're
because
what you're saying
you
is
win,
not making sense.
okay. You win. You double your money with your
Red or black.
Uh-huh.
Basically double. Yeah.
But when you hit on a number,
Yeah. It's
7 times your money.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 7. How often have you ever hit the numbers?
oh, dude. The last time we went to Vegas, Abby hit for 45 minutes in a row.
What?
She sat down with $60 and we walked out of there with 600.
What?
Dude, like you can if you get on a heater, you can win so much.
Numbers.
Just
not
playing the numbers.
Not thirds.
Yeah, numbers, dude. Yeah, it's so easy.
So y'all just have great luck then.
my first time,
because I know
not me anymore because every time I go to the fucking casino, I teach other people how to play this game and they win and I lose. The first time I ever played it, I put down $100 and I played from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. with the same $100.
Wow.
I was like, oh,
I'll tell you right now.
hooked.
I am not good at any kind of gambling that isn't betting on sports
Right.
or cards.
Yeah. You see?
If it's a slot machine, I go through $200.
Oh yeah, because you're just.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what those lines mean.
I don't know. I just press max bet every
Yeah,
time.
every time.
I go through $200 in like 10 minutes and get nothing back. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
All right.
If I go to anything that is not a card type of bet, roulette,
Yeah.
anything with dice or
I don't understand dice.
I don't understand
Yeah.
dice at all. There's those ones with the dominoes.
Yeah.
I can't bet on any. Which is crazy because I can play dominoes and I play it pretty well until I put money on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But cards,
Because it makes you think more.
I could do some stuff with cards, right? 21, I'm decent at because I'm good at math, right? Which is supposedly illegal.
Yeah.
Fuck them. It's only illegal, I think, if you have a notepad.
Yeah. Right? It's not illegal to count cards. It's just frowned upon, and they do kick you out. But that's it.
But I mean, I'm still gonna get my money.
Yeah.
Like poker, I'm pretty good at poker, but not because I'm good at poker, but because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. You're like like Bender in that fucking tournament that he wins on Futurama.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on, so I don't have to like actually fake a poker face. It's just naturally there.
Right? So I think our podcast is going to move towards people are going to get to witness us into moving into degeneracy.
Oh yeah, we're starting to get normal. This is definitely becoming an every week thing
because
already.
now that
right?
we're starting to put our bets up, then we'll start putting our mouth on our money.
Money where our mouth is.
There you go.
Yeah, I agree, man. And you guys are probably starting after this one.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably seeing, if you haven't already realized, what kind of people we are.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we just talked for like 10 minutes about betting.
Yeah.
And not good bets.
No, not at all.
I was talking about how you should definitely put money on a bet that was destined to fail with Jameis Winston.
100%.
So,
all right, this week should be a good one, man. I'll cue up the music. We should.
I think so.
Get out of here.
Last thing for any of you other degenerates, just always bet both sides. I don't think.
I think that's the play.
I don't think you can lose because if you just put $5 on each side, right, either you'll get all your money back, or you'll get all your money back.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
100%. It does. It 100% does. I think that's it, man. We had another good week. I think we're good, man.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Fucking A.